Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am sharing a quick get ready with me. I am doing a voiceover for this video as the audio of the actual recorded video was very staticky. So let's begin. I will be starting with the Ilia The Necessary eyeshadow palette in Warm Nude. I featured this palette in my best of in makeup video, so I will link that up above for you. I am applying the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer in the shade MN3 on the eyelid space as a base for our eyeshadow palette. I am also taking a damp beauty blender and I am working this over the eyelid space. With a fluffy Sigma brush, I am dipping into the shade Cocoon, and I am working that shade on the inner corner of the eye into the middle portion of the eyelid space. This is going to set our concealer, and sorry if you can hear the storm happening outside. It is rainy and windy out in the real world. Next I am dipping into the shade 1979, which is a matte terracotta, with a Firma eyeshadow brush 201 that I got in an Ipsy bag years and years ago. I am going to work this eyeshadow into the outer corner, into the mid portion of the eyelid space. I will build on this very slowly, and I am bringing that all the way out into the brows. I will repeat the same steps on the other eye, and I do make sure to gently tap the shadow onto the brush, making sure that I am not applying too much shadow on to the brush. That way I can totally manage how much shadow I am applying to the eye. And next I am dipping into the shade Lineup, which is a matte, rich, warm brown. After tapping off the excess of this shadow, I am going to be working this into the outer corner, but I am not going to be bringing it all the way up to the brow as I did with our second shadow. Whatever is left over on that brush, I will bring it into the center of the lid. I will be sure to continuously build on the application of this to kind of deepen and give the eye some additional dimension, making sure to very slowly pick up some shadow onto the brush and then just building on that. This is the step that probably takes the longest, as I am very slowly building upon that color, and I do make sure to stay very close to the lash line. And then after that is done, I will take a Q-tip to clean off the edges here. I did receive the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm X No Filter Primer. I did feature it in a PR unboxing, which will be linked up above. Let me know if you would like to see a review or a wear test on that in the comment section. And next I am dipping into the House Lab Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I am in the shade 260 light medium, and I am using that with the Morphe M439. I do initially like to apply this with my fingers and just kind of work that over the skin. And then once I am done, I do go in and use the brush here to kind of work this into the skin a little further. This has been my foundation of choice for a long time, since I picked it up for my sister's wedding. This is, however, my winter shade, and my very tan, bronzy summer skin shade is the shade 300. I do just love how much coverage this gives my skin, and I do make sure that once I am done, I do go over and apply a little bit more foundation on areas where I do need more coverage, say from post-inflammation hyperpigmentation or some sun damage. I do apply this foundation all over the skin, not just in certain areas here. My application method of choice is definitely the brush. I think I have used this with a beauty blender, but it is not my favorite, as I do appreciate the medium to full coverage that this foundation gives my normal skin. I have not broken out from using this foundation, and I have not experienced any irritation. Sephora does consider this a clean foundation, and I do love that this is not scented. So kudos to House Labs for that. Let me know if you have used this foundation in the comments down below. Moving on to the under eyes, I am going to revisit the LYS Beauty Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I have been using a lot less concealer nowadays. I do like to apply some concealer onto the inner corner, the outer corner of the eye, and sometimes I will apply the tiniest bit on the cheeks. I am blending the concealer into the complexion with a damp beauty blender. And then to set our concealer, I am going to go into the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder with the Tati Beauty Puff. And as always, I probably have some dog hair everywhere. Do not pay too much attention to the shift in color here. I'm not quite sure if it was the eyeshadow palette that was causing some color distortion here, but I do apologize for that. We were just running into all sorts of issues while recording this video. I did set the T-zone with the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Cushiony. Then I am dipping into the very well-loved House Labs Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I am using the shade Medium Level 6. I am using the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush for this. I do love tapping or working this onto the skin in a tapping motion. I feel like it just gives me the most desired look. Then I am applying this on to the forehead area, and I am marrying my eyeshadow with the bronzer on the forehead area. This will just kind of give the face a more lifted and sculpted appearance. I am not applying too much of this bronzer on to the forehead. There are times where I can be very, very heavy-handed with bronzer along the forehead area, and this was not one of them. Next, I am applying the Benefit blush in Shelly, which is a warm seashell pink blush. This is a beautiful shade that I initially thought was not going to work on my medium skin tone, and I too also apply this in a tapping motion. This is a warm seashell pink blush, and I do like to apply this to the apples of the cheeks. Sometimes I will bring it into the inner portion of the cheek. This was not one of those times. I have been obsessed with the Benefit blush in Shelly all winter long, and for a highlighter I am dipping into the Benefit highlighter in the shade Tickle. This is a golden pink highlighter that I have been using for a long time now. This is an irresistible golden pink highlighter. I will just be applying this to the highest points of the cheeks, and I will be applying this on the nose area as well. Just a very light application here with a Morphe brush. For brows today, I am using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. I do bounce between the shade 4.5 and the shade 3.5. I do very slowly do my brows here. I do start in the inner corner of the eyebrows, and then I build on the outer corner of the eyebrows. I do make sure to use a very dirty spoolie at all times to further blend the pencil into the brow. I have been using the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax ever since it arrived here on my doorstep. It gives me the fluffy brows without the fallout. I do start by applying the wax on the opposite direction of the hair growth, and then I apply the product in an upward motion to give me that fluffy brow look. You can see the difference between the brow with the fluff up brow wax and the brow without. This hasn't caused my brow area to break out. This is never crunchy, only fluffy, and no fallout. All products will be linked down below for you all. For lashes, I am wearing the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I have been using this quite a bit actually, and I have not worn false lashes on any of my videos in what feels like years. I did watch a Wayne Goss Instagram toot where he said that you should curl your lashes for at least a minute for your mascara to truly hold a curl. I frankly never have the patience for it, but I definitely wish I did. For our lips, I am using the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Tan. I hauled this late in 2022, and I just really enjoy the formula of this lip pencil. For a lip plumper, I am also using the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in Honey Glow. I truly feel like this plumps the lips without the spiciness, without the pain, and it is truly my lips but better. We are almost done here. I am dipping into the shade Lineup with a pencil brush here. I believe this is by Sigma, and this is the Matte Rich Warm Brown. I am working that on the lower lash line and focusing on the outer lower lash line here, and also making sure to marry it with the eyeshadow that we applied on our lid space. To set the look here, I am applying the Professional Super Setter Makeup Setting Spray. I saw this on an Alana Davis makeup tote last year, and I placed an order. I fell in love with this. This is truly one of my favorite makeup products of 2022, and now I'm using it in 2023. We are all done here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!